This is the roundup of the ET series. I'm going to be talking about each model, what I like and dislike about the design. Of course, one of these is my favorite, and I'm going to show you where you can get yourself one of these beautiful lightsaber displays. Let's go. Hello to all my Jedi and Sith companions. I am your host, the Frugal Jedi, and today we're going to be taking a look at all 6 of the ET series lightsabers. I've lined them up in their numbered order. So we have ET series number 1 and number 6. If you can't figure out that's 2, 3, 4, 5, you need to go back to school.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
We'll start at the beginning with number 1, and this is the MV Xeno. I do like the powdered black and the blue rings and the gold accents on it. The fins look really cool, except that if you're doing spins, they're not comfortable to hold. You can't really spin down here. Well, you could, but it's much more comfortable to have it held high. For two-handed, it feels like it's too small. This feels like it's more of a one-handed weapon. Nice etching on the grip. The pommel has a cool look to it. I do wish they would have put a little bit of cutouts on the bottom. Instead, the cutouts are around the inside of the fins. And this is using premium RGB. So premium RGB will have 16 sound fonts, sensitive, smooth swing, but it doesn't remember the color or the blade style for each sound font. Next up is number 2. So number 2 has that katana look to it with the handguard right there. This one is great for dueling. It is larger, so it's a thicker 1.5-inch size. It's going to be a little heavier, but I do love these larger hilts. Really comfortable for 2 hands. I like the pommel, the shape of it, the way it flares out, and the cutouts on the bottom look really cool. The brushed steel looks nice. All the etchings complement it. I just feel that above the ring is where it needed something. It just feels like it's lacking something because you have all these cool designs here. Once you get to here, it's gone. So I don't know, maybe just a couple of those black pill-shaped etchings right here, just to give it something a little more than just having it plain. But otherwise, it's really nice. This one has the SN Pixel V4 core installed. Now that's being discontinued, and anything you get now will have the Pro core, which is the newest offerings from TXQ. So yeah, the Pro core is going to be using Profi OS 6 blade styles, and it's still being worked on. Like, they have released it, but they're going to be making more updates, and I'm going to be doing tutorials for that eventually as well. Number 3. So this one, again, great for two-handed fighting. Nice and long. I like the pommel on it, and I love the engravings on it. They did such a nice job with this. The patterns all line up. The gold, the black, and the brushed steel look perfect. Emitter, really deep. So again, fantastic for combat. You want that really deep emitter so that the blade goes in deep and it's held up high. 4 screws to hold it in. So this one is phenomenal. This is also using SN Pixel V4, which is a fantastic soundboard. The Pro is just going to have a few more things to it. And honestly, with this design, I don't have any issues with it. I can't find any faults. It is perfectly designed. Next up is number 4. This one is, again, the larger size, just like the previous 2. And I do like the etchings around the button here. It looks really cool. and around the bottom of the grip. This one I added the leather, which is included, because this is just plain brushed steel. It's very, very boring. I would have liked it if they had put this type of etching along the grip. So the leather wrap gives it a little more flair to it, and I like that. Again, great for two-handed fighting. Emitter section feels like it should be having something here. I would have taken some of these engravings and put something right there. Pommel is okay, good size, your hand won't slip off the end, and they have just a single hole on the bottom for the sound to come out of. They could have done something a little nicer with the bottom, but yeah, whatever. Overall though, this is a great saber for combat, two-handed or single, so yeah, it's nice. Next one is the fifth one.
5.
This is called the MV Stunt, again from Super Neo X. This one has brushed steel plates, like armor plating on the top here, gold, a little bit of red, and really nice cutouts along the grip. And the pommel, cool design on the bottom, good size, and fantastic for two-handed. Deep emitter section. And this one I've actually put the Pro Core in for testing, and I'm having a lot of fun with the SM Pixel V4 Pro. Faults on this one, I can't find any faults on it. It is a beautiful piece, even though my son said this.
This saber just looks ugly.
Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. I personally think that number 5 is beautiful, and the saying is, you know, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And lastly over here is ET6.
6.
Super Neo X calls this Acolyte. Powdered black, very straight and easy to hold. You have the silver accent with the rings and the red on the top and the bottom. And perfect for spinning, perfect for two-handed. My one complaint is the pommel is a little plain for my liking. I would have liked it to have a little bit of flair on it. I do like the fact that you can take the grip and flip it so that you can have the windows opened up to let more sound out. But that's just minor things. Really, there's nothing else wrong with this. It is really comfortable, and I like it. Now you've got to see all 6 of these side by side. So what do you think is my favorite one? Is it ET number 1, number 2, or is it number 3? Could be number 4, could be number 5, or is it number 6? My favorite of the ET series is number 5. I think this is a work of art. Those etchings on it and the color scheme, the weight of it and the thickness of it, I love it. If I had to pick one from the entire 6, it's going to be this. Now maybe you're thinking, well, what if you got 2? What would be your second pick? Second pick, number 3. Number 3 has a similar size hilt, different type of etching, but again, nice color pattern. So this would be my second choice. And in terms of which one is my least favorite, that goes to number 1. It looks cool, but really only good for a single-handed combat fighting style. It's not too great for spinning. Just looks really nice, but that's my least favorite. Are you wondering where I got this gorgeous lightsaber display from? This comes from a company called Quest Design Canada. They have their own website, questdesigncanada.com, and they have a humongous selection of lightsaber displays and blaster displays and helmet stands, different sizes, horizontal configuration or vertical, wall mounted, or something for your tabletop. You can get brushed steel, you can get black finish. They come with a remote control and RGB lighting. These ones that I have on display are RGBW, so it has all 3 colors plus white light, and I can change the color easily. I can shut off the white light there. It's probably doing it to all 3 of them because the remote control works with all of them, and very easy to use. And I can have it set to fading, going from one color to the next, and I can control the speed of it. There you go, you can kind of see that doing its thing there. Do the same to that one back there. There we go. And it shipped in a box fully assembled. So there is the box. And it is packed full of paper and bubble wrap like a magician. Enough to wrap a human being in.
Pop, pop, hope no one sees me getting freaky.
So packaged incredibly well. I totally recommend their company. This is my 3rd display from them, and I'm going to be getting more. Really well made, and they are the original maker of this lightsaber display type. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, well, you'll see eventually. That'll wrap up this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. Seeing them all side by side and on display like this is fantastic. I love it. If you do have any questions or comments, drop them in the comments section. And please don't forget to click that like, subscribe, and tap the bell if you want to stay notified whenever I release anything new. Until next time, I have been your host, the Frugal Jedi. Thank you all for watching. May the Force be with you.